Greetings, everybody. I am Lobo, and welcome to Luna. This is episode 206 of my Minecraft survival series, and in today's episode, we're going to continue doing what we have been doing. You know, we're going to continue clearing out the Waterside District to make room for some future projects and future builds. A couple episodes back, we broke ground on the bad section of the Quarantine District, the Botanical Analysis Division, and that's where a lot of this stuff is going to go, you know? Because what you see here, these are temporary farms. This is a temporary chorus fruit farm. This is a temporary basalt generator, and these are going to need new permanent homes, and they're going to need to be built up, well, in a way that actually makes sense and I don't end up breaking stuff, right? That's what we're going to need to do with these. So I think first things first, we're going to go ahead and move our basalt generator. Got to watch out for that. We're going to go ahead and move this over here into the Quarantine District. I give you the Basalt Acquisition Department, also known as BAD. Not to be confused with the Botanical Analysis Division, which is also known as BAD. And obviously these two separate sections serve separate purposes, right? The reason why the sign is on the lower section right here is because that's only going to be part of what's accessible outside of this area. The Basalt Acquisition Department is just going to be like, you know, a little tiny thing right here. Meanwhile, like, we'll be able to access something else entirely from this side. Whatever that is, I don't know, but the sign will go up here once I figure it out. Now, as you can see, the footprint for the Basalt Acquisition Department is actually fairly small compared to everything else in this area. That's because we're not actually building a basalt farm here. You know, there's not enough room for it, and there's better ways that we could go about it if we build it elsewhere, say, in another dimension. And it seems to me the Nether is the perfect spot for that, considering how fast lava does actually flow in the Nether. That means we're going to get more basalt generating as well. You know what, before we actually build this room up, let me just say I picked this spot out for convenience, right? But it wouldn't really make sense to build our basalt acquisition department here if we don't have room to actually build a basalt generator in the corresponding place in the Nether. So let's go ahead and figure out where in the Nether this actually brings us. Taking our overall coordinates and dividing by 8, that means we would need to go the opposite way. We would need to go this way over here, and about right here is where that would take us. Which is probably not a great spot because we don't have a whole lot of room for it, and also we'd probably end up with some portal interference as well. But I mean, we do have space above and below the madhouse, right? Well, below, because above, well, this is what's above that section of the madhouse. We have our gas catching area, and this is obviously not going to work. And we can't go above this because that's all bedrock up there. Well, past the netherrack, it's all bedrock. So, I don't know. Let's think about going a little bit lower then, I guess. Gotta say, it's spacious enough. We have plenty of space. I'm just not super thrilled with the location. Doesn't seem quite safe, you know? Hello? Nope, 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 nope. No. That's not gonna work at all. That's not gonna work even a little bit. There's some dangerous stuff over there. Why ain't messing with that? You know what? Let me, do that, and then we'll do this. And it's like we never even considered this spot, which I think is for the best. What if we were just to go down really low? Like really, really low. Like super low, like below the lava low. That might be a little bit better. And, I mean, despite how that sounds, you know, building directly beneath lava be potentially much safer. You know, it's just occurred to me, I have no business down here. I have no business down here without a fire resistance potion. I've had some bad experiences in the Nether, and I don't want to relive those experiences. So, let me go and potentially be a little bit smarter about this. I will be right back. I'm brave. I'm super brave. Oh, speaking of bad experiences, I recognize this area. Yeah, this was episode 5. The bad things have happened here. Very bad things have happened here. I'm still scarred from them. Why am I doing this? I don't even want to build down here. This is just the worst. You could probably get down beneath the lava this way, though. This seems like it might actually... Don't sneak up on me. This might actually be a pretty decent way to go, then. I'm sorry, Striders. You know, I know you like your lava, but there's other people that we need to take into consideration right now. Namely me. Alright, we got our potential site picked out. Let's just go ahead and make sure this portal leads us back to the portal that we made in the Basalt Acquisition Department. And it does not. It does not. You know, I even mentioned that portal interference might be a problem. There's too much stuff in this area. Wow, that was all for nothing. Actually, you know what? Let's try something here. Let's try something. What would happen if we were to break this? Not break everything, just the portal. Did I actually break anything down here? Did the water break anything? I think we're okay. I hope we're okay. We're gonna see if we can make this work. Let's go ahead and just, first of all, make sure this portal takes us to where we want to be. Which it does not. Now, you know, I'm not too exact with my portal math. I told you guys before I deal in approximations here. I mean, regardless if my portal math is off or not, you know, regardless if it's off or not, I'm not going to double check my work. I don't want to do that. You know, there's just too much overlap in this area to begin with. There's just too much overlap. I'm not comfortable with it. So we're not even going to try to make this work. We're just going to relocate to somewhere more convenient and easy to deal with. Good thing we didn't build up this room, huh? All right, so I got a new location picked out, but we're going to need to make sure it actually works. So this is the corresponding Nether location in the Madhouse, which is much more convenient. That means we'll be able to access this thing from, you know, different areas. We can access it just walking into it from the Madhouse, or we can access it from our overworld portal, which I think would be very convenient. And we also do have a little bit of room over here. Yeah, first things first though, we need to get the portal in and make sure the portal works. All right, let's go ahead and get in here. We'll see where this takes us. Excellent. Excellent, it takes us to the future side of the Basalt Acquisition Department. This is perfect. All right, let's go ahead and make sure that this portal actually takes us back to where we just came from though. That's kind of important. That's important too. Nice, beautiful, okay, we got it. And how we're gonna access this area, we have the center of the portal kind of lined up with the center of this future pathway that will come from our creeper splat zone over here by the creeper farm, right? So that gives us a whole lot more room to work, a whole lot more room to build, which means we can build something a little bit bigger, a little bit better, and not worry about any portal interference, which I think is going to be great. This actually worked out better than how it would have worked out if we went with the original plan. So before we actually get started building, it would probably be a good idea to go ahead and get rid of this guy right here, because if I leave him, you know, if I leave this portal right here, chances are at some point in the future I'm going to build another portal, go through it, end up down here, and not know what is going on. So, yeah, you gotta go. Alright, so I've taken a little bit of time to kind of think what I want to do with the new Basalt Acquisition Department. It's going to be much better than what I had originally planned, because now we not only have a whole lot of room approaching the portal, but we also have some room beneath it as well. And that is not only going to allow us to make the Basalt Acquisition Department bigger and better than I originally planned, but it's also going to let us have a little bit more fun with it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to recess the portal, and actually the majority of the overworld section of the Basalt Acquisition Department below ground. Holy cow, dude. Look at this. I was just like getting set up, right? And then I hear some cows, and I notice, wow, there are in fact some cows over here. How did y'all manage this? This is insane. Y'all just went directly into that one little hole, huh? That's ridiculous. Y'all are ridiculous. Go on, single file, please. Exit is, well, pretty much anywhere. This place is full of holes. Just see yourselves out. You gotta get out of here, dude. You gotta go. Okay. Nope. Keep going. Keep moving. Keep it moving. Excellent. All right, so what we need to do to start off with is clear out some space for the new Basalt Acquisition Department. So at this point, let's go ahead and call Dee Dee on over here, put on a little bit of music, and do that. Welcome back, everybody. So we now have the start of the Basalt Acquisition Department in place. And this is just basically a rough outline of what this room will eventually look like. It won't look anything like this, but this is like the shape of it, basically. We're not going to actually be able to build up the room until I get a pretty good amount of basalt. In order to do that, well, first, we're going to have to start farming this stuff. And as far as where we're going to farm it, well, this is the room we carved out, accessible from the Madhouse, and we'll clean this up. You know, we'll make this look a whole lot better eventually. I mean, there's not much we can do with it, but we'll do something with it to make it look not so, I don't know, out of place. But let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to actually farm basalt. This is the room where we're going to do it. We have plenty of room to build some kind of basalt generator in here, beneath the gas catcher in an area that's not occupied by the Madhouse. And since I figure we're below the gas catcher, these are both Wolfen's Labs projects, it might be nice to make a little corridor linking them up. So in order to make our basalt, we're going to need 3 main ingredients. We're going to need some blue ice, we're going to need some soul soil, and we're going to need some lava. Now, excuse me guys, in order to get lava, we're going to need some buckets, right? Now, one great way to get buckets is by trading with the fishermen, because you get tons and tons of these buckets of cod. And then, all we really gotta do to get their buckets, the plain buckets, is to free the fishies. Go, be free, my scaly brethren, enjoy your new life under the sea. With no one to beat you, fry or fricassee you, you know? You got no troubles down here. Life is the bubbles down here. Under the sea. Why do I keep ending up down here? It's like gravity. This place is like gravity. I don't like it down here. This is ridiculous. This place is fine. I don't even know why I'm complaining about. Hi. No, it's not fine. It's not fine. This place sucks. I'm out of here. Hey, we finally made it to building the basalt generator. So what I'm going to do is take a little bit of time, just try to figure out how I want everything to be, like how I want this laid out, and where we're going to place everything. I mean, you know, the basalt generator, like actually building it's not a complicated process or anything. So let me go ahead and get some of the basics in place, and then we'll talk about how it, you know, not really gonna say how it works, but how it should work, theoretically, once we get everything in place. You know, I'm curious about something. I'm gonna go jump to the collection system real quick, because I am very curious about something. What I want to know is, do hopper minecarts drop off items into barrels? Because if so, because like they act as hoppers, right? So if so, that would be very convenient. That would be like super convenient, super duper convenient even. So let's go ahead and test that, right? We're working on a Wolfen's Labs project. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of science. Do hopper minecarts drop off items into barrels? If they did, that'd be wonderful. It makes sense that they would. But apparently they do not. Bah! Now, I know we don't technically need 5 lava sources to make 5 blocks of basalt, but, I mean, those of you who've been watching this series for a while know that I'm not really much for compact designs, okay? I like my stuff big and ridiculous, okay? And that's what we're going to continue to do. We're going to keep that tradition alive here. So we're going to go ahead and just make this thing unnecessarily large and use all 5 of those lava sources that we gathered. And that will get us 5 harvestable blocks of basalt, which we should be able to go ahead and take down, I guess. We can go ahead and give this thing a shot and see how it actually works, the actual basalt generation. Okay, well, this is less I mean, it's productive, right? It's productive. But, I'm not harvesting as much as I was really hoping I would with this, this pick. I may have to do a haste beacon. I was trying to keep this thing cheap. I mean, I'm a cheap person. I was trying to keep this thing cheap, but I may have to go ahead and set up a haste beacon. Alright, let's see how a haste 1 beacon works for us. Let's see if we can get by with that. I told you, I'm being really cheap, just because, you know, it's a basalt farm. We're not going to be using tons of basalt. I don't need tons of basalt. A lot of the designs I looked at, they make much more than I actually need, and they're a little bit more expensive than what I'm actually willing to spend. This, haste 1 beacon does not quite seem to be doing the trick, though. Oh, it does. We may have to spend a little bit more than I wanted to. Yeah, so I'm not gonna, I'll say I'll look at a few different designs, but I'm not gonna just give, like, credit for this thing I'm building, because this thing I'm building is not going to be anywhere near as good as those. That would be more like placing blame at this point, so, yeah, let's just see what we can make happen here. Alright, haste 2. Let's go ahead and see how haste 2 works for us. Haste 2 is what everybody else uses, I believe, so we'll just, oh, yep, see, there we go. That is much, much better. Why am I so stubborn? Why do I insist on doing this? Look at this. Watch this. That's so much better. I should just watch the old Mango video and just build his farm. Why am I so stubborn? I don't know. I don't know. I just am. It's not, am I being stubborn though? I mean, I set a budget. That's the thing. I set a budget. I gotta stick to my budget. So the next thing that's probably going to be insufficient is our collection system right here. You know, the designs I looked at, they have individual hopper minecarts over each of the hoppers, so that way they can, you know, collect all the basalt that's needed. I think some, like Il Mango's uses a 2-hopper design. I don't have that many hoppers to spare. I mean, I do, we could use that many hoppers, but I'm kind of trying to save up my hoppers for the forthcoming storage system upgrade, which means I really don't want to spend them on this, on something that's not essential to Luna's, you know, overall well-being, right? So, I don't know, we'll see if this is, sufficient enough to suit our needs, and, you know, if we just need to slow down harvesting, I'm fine with that, you know? It's just a question of how much we really want to spend, how much we really want to invest in something like this. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what we managed to get. I need a regular rail. The minecart shouldn't stop in the middle, that's bad. So nothing stuck in the hopper minecart, which is good. Did any make it into the barrels? Because I noticed a lot was on the floor. Okay, so it is putting some away, which is good. That's good. All right, let's go ahead and move our on switch over here so it's out of the way. Oh yeah, we're getting gas spawning over here. That's right. Because this whole upper area is our gas spawning room, which means we're gonna get their dangly bits kind of hanging over us while I'm trying to harvest. That's fine though. That's fine. You know, I'm thinking this should probably be a redstone lamp, right? That way we can tell when the farm is running, when this thing is, you know, active, and when the minecart's going. And I'm also going to need to figure out how to stop these items from flying out. So what if we were to kind of enclose this area, just get a bunch of blocks around it so that way the items have nowhere to go? That's a possibility, maybe? I don't know. We'll give it a shot. We'll see how it works. I'll go ahead and tell you my basic approach to redstone because, you know, what I'm doing here probably doesn't make much sense when I could just watch a tutorial and get a farm that actually works right off the bat. Oh yeah, it gets stuck right up there, doesn't it? Just gets stuck inside the block. Yeah, it's like stuck inside the block. Anyway, my approach to redstone is this. Like, if I don't know how something works, I will watch a tutorial and get an idea of the basics of how something works, but I will not follow the tutorial. I don't like following tutorials because it's not fun. You know, it's not fun doing something that somebody else has already done. It's more fun trying to figure stuff out for myself, and that's what I enjoy doing. Which is why, you know, when some of you guys ask me to do tutorials, I don't do them. I don't enjoy tutorials. They're not fun. For me, anyway. They're not fun for me. It's all personal preference. Fine, fine. We're going over budget. I've accepted. We're going over budget. I underestimated this thing, okay? I've added 5 more hoppers in addition to the hoppers we have down here, and another hopper minecart in addition to the one we have back there. So now, hopefully, everything gets collected. Hopefully. You know what? Let's go ahead and call Dee Dee over here. That way we can actually see what's happening. You recording, Dee Dee? Is it good? Can you see me? Can everybody else see me? Can they hear me? Okay. Hi, guys. Hey, how you doing? So we got Dee over here. We're gonna go ahead and harvest some basalt and just see if any flies off the edge, okay? We're just gonna see if this actually works or if everything gets collected with this new collection system we have in place. So I'm kind of watching Dee's live feed right now. And it looks like, aside from some that's making its way up to the top, we don't have any more flying off the side. So, I mean, that's progress, at least. So maybe what we do then is we don't give the basalt anywhere to go. We'll use some top slabs over here. That way there's an airspace between, so that way the blocks can't make their way, like, into and through a block. And you guys can't see me. And then the blocks will just fall down. The basalt will just fall down and we'll collect it, right? Maybe? Yeah. This actually does seem to be working. I see some getting stuck up there, like on top of this basalt. But if I stop harvesting, actually, if I stop harvesting, it doesn't go anywhere, does it? It doesn't go anywhere. No. Maybe if I continue to harvest, though, yeah, I mean, obviously, if I continue to harvest, they'll fall down, and now everything's getting collected. We got this, guys. Yeah, I mean, this feels pretty good to me. I mean, some of the basalt is getting burned by the lava, it's getting wasted. I mean, really, maybe I could put hoppers underneath that last little bit of lava to collect any basalt flying over there, but I don't think it's really that serious, you know? That's a devil's cut, the lava can have it. As far as what's up here, basically what's near me, I can collect, and what's on the far edge, like we just break the blocks, they fall down, and whatever the minecarts can collect, they collect, right? So, I think we're gonna go ahead and roll with this. And at this point, all that's really left to do is, you know, dress up this room, get the outside area and the overworld finished up too, and, well, since we already have Dee over here, at this point...
Let's put on some music and get to work.
Welcome back, my friends. So at this point, we have the Quarantine District's newest area, the Basalt Acquisition Department, built. And before anybody says anything, when you're looking at this, only look at the areas that we have actually built, right? Don't look at these outside areas, because it never fails if somebody tells me, oh, you should do something with those outside areas because they really don't fit in. We haven't built these yet, okay? This is not built. We're going to do something with these eventually. The main reason why a lot of these areas don't look done is because, well, I haven't even started on them yet, okay? We're good, we're good. Yeah, this is how we get into the Basalt Acquisition Department. You'll notice we have a lot of buttons placed around here. You know, the buttons are to make sure we don't get mobs spawning in here, because we don't have any real light sources down here. So, as we're walking up here, it'd be nice to not get blown up, you know? Be nice not to get blown up. Alright, I'm just playing. But yeah, there is one thing I want to do. Like, we got this, you know, this is pretty much all this area looks like. It's just a bunch of basalt. But there's one thing I want to do before I show you the nether portion of this, and that is go ahead and label this thing. There we go. The Basalt Acquisition Department is official. So we already took a look at the outside here, the overworld portion anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look at the nether portion. So here we are back at the Madhouse. We just did a little bit to kind of make this portal fit in with the rest of the corridor here. Not really too much we could do with it, but I mean, this is the area that matters, right? The actual basalt acquisition department. I did add a little shulker box filler over here. That way we can grab this stuff pretty easily. As you can see, it's filling back up. We did do a little semi-attentive AFK session over here. Semi-attentive because I'm not gonna leave this thing alone because I do need to, you know, make sure the pickaxes don't break that I'm using. So, you know, I kind of do pay a little bit of attention while I'm doing other stuff. And then we start getting low, swap them out, right? But overall, I gotta say, I'm actually pretty happy with how this thing works. And apparently I've left it on. I don't want to do that because then the minecarts are gonna just, like, I don't know, if that bottom minecart gets stuck in the middle, that's gonna be annoying. So I will have to remember to turn these things off, or turn this off when I'm not using it. And that's also going to be annoying. You know what, maybe a pressure plate design will work better. Like, it only works when I'm actually standing here harvesting the basalt, and turns off when I leave. Could probably do something like that. Yeah, I think this is gonna work right here. Basically just taking a signal from the pressure plate, inverting it with redstone torches, and have another redstone torch on the opposite side of these blocks, which powers the block underneath the redstone lamp, which also powers the minecarts. Or a minecart, and then the lamps turn on. You can hear the minecarts now running. Easy enough, right? Too easy. Too easy. And then we can do something like this, both so we can fit inside and also so we can see if there's any blocks that are stuck up there, so I know if I need to, you know, actually collect them or if I need to break some more blocks to get them to fall down. Yeah, this worked out. I'm pretty happy with it. Now that's off, which means the minecarts are now stationary, which means I don't have to worry about them getting stuck. And everything is perfect. Well, I wouldn't say perfect, but everything is good. Everything is all right. You know, everything is what it is, okay? It is what it is. We got it, okay? It works. But that is all the time I have for today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to hit that little thumbs up button. That would mean a whole lot to me. And if you want to see more, please remember to subscribe. But as always, there is a huge structure here that I completely somehow forgot about. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, I am Lobo. And I will see you guys later. Oh, this is dangerous.